Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. Good morning. It's Lisa Sherman here, and welcome to Barre. And if you are new to me, welcome. If you've been, good morning, Lisa. If you have been coming to me for a long time, smart, great. All right. Today, I really would like to take things up a notch, all right? If you have a spry band, something with handles, it would be great because I'm going to take, yes, the class up a notch. I want to teach you some things. We're not going to spend a huge amount of time on it because I want to keep you guys going. But even if you don't have one of these, perhaps you can look into getting one next week. You want a light to medium resistance. They're easy enough to get online or at a store, but you will need to have something to place the band around, all right? Now, I don't know if you can see, I'm gonna point this up. Do you see on my wall, I have a hook. Now, that's me. This is my house, this is my studio. So I have things like that all around because I take my bands or my dyna bands or whatever and I place them around hooks in my bar and I use them as resistance. It's awesome if you've never done it before. It's great for an in-home gym. Okay, moving forward. If you are new to me, make sure you have something that's stable that will hold your weight. You need a mat. You need some light weights, 1 to 3 pounds. Have some water. You want to wear shoes? Great. You want to be barefoot? That's up to you. Let's go because we have a lot to do. We're going to start on the floor. All right. I'm going to be getting up and down and moving the pad a lot because I'm going to have to show you a lot of different angles. All right. So we're going to go like this, and that's perfect. And let's go. All right. Now, I almost forgot, a ball. If you don't have a ball, you can get a towel and you can roll that towel up, squishy it up so that you can place it inside your thighs and you can utilize something to contract your inner thighs, your adductors. All right, we'll talk it all through. We're gonna lay down with your ball. I'm going to take the ball, I'm going to place it inside my knees. Now we usually start like this is your warm up. Now what I want you to do, a little extra cue that's very helpful. Careful where you place your feet. I want your feet a little bit closer together. They don't have to be completely together, that's up to you by the size of your ball. But I want your feet closer together so that you actually have to really use your inner thighs instead of your knees flapping together. That's gonna be incorrect. You're gonna roll down on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have something that I place under my neck. It helps for alignment for me. Now, can't speak for you, but if you have something, I would definitely suggest it. All right. Now, you can see where my feet are placed. They're flat on the ground. I'm taking my abdomen and I'm pressing it into the floor. So my spine is flat, shoulders are flat. I'm going to bring my heels a little bit closer to my butt cheeks and I'm going to squeeze that ball. I'm going to squeeze 2, 3, then release. I'm going to squeeze again. 2, 3, and release. I'm going to squeeze again. Now, as I'm squeezing, I'm taking my pubic bone and I'm pulling it into the floor towards my belly button on an angle, because lying down, my pubic bone is a little bit higher than my belly button. All right, I'm pressing down. I'm now going to follow the rhythm. Squeeze and release. Now, if my feet were apart, do you see how I would initiate with my knees? I don't want to do that. I'm initiating with the muscles way in my inner thighs. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release. 2 more. 1, and hold. Now you're squeezing that ball, trying to change the shape. Hands down, shoulders down. I'm going to lift up my hips. Now my feet are flat. My hands are under my butt and I'm going to lift up a little bit more. I feel that stretch in the quadricep. I am still squeezing the ball, trying to change the shape of it, although I'm not going to. I'm going to hold this position. Watch your feet position. I'm going to squeeze, 2, 3, drop down. Get back to where you were. Squeeze, drop down. Lift, squeeze, squeeze, drop down. Now when I lift, I'm getting under the crease of my bottom. And down. Squeeze, 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 and down. Squeeze the ball. Pull that pubic bone into the belly button. Squeeze, squeeze. Now this time, I'm going to go up with the squeeze and down. 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 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Now you're going to hold it here. Squeeze, squeeze, and hold. Now this time, my butt is not moving. In other words, it's not going up and down. It's not going up and down. It's staying stable. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. It makes a big difference with your feet closer, doesn't it? Again. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Now I'm going to triple squeeze. I'm going to go squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep that going. Keep that going. No stop. No stop. No rest for the weary. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. One more set of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Bring your hips down. Walk your feet in a little bit closer to your butt. Now walk your feet in a little bit closer together. Shoulders down, lift. Squishing your shoulders towards your heels. From here, 3, 2, 1, drop down. Squeeze. So we're doing the same pattern as we just did before. Squeeze, 2, 3, drop it down. Squeeze, 2, 3, drop it down. Pull your pubic bone into your belly button. Your shoulders are into the ground, so is the ball of your feet. And again, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Really initiate the movement from way up in that inner thigh. 2 more. 1 more. Now, you're going to keep your hips up and give me a double hit. Double hit. Now, I'm not sure why my little feline friend is here. Oh my God, and now my dog is coming in. You know what, you guys? I had a gate up to keep my animals from being in the footage. You guys are not supposed to be here right now. Okay, you gotta go on, sweetheart. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And again, squeeze, squeeze, and again. We're gonna go into a triple squeeze. Now, I'm keeping my butt off the ground. Off the ground. Off the ground. Off the ground. Still squeezing, still squeezing, still squeezing, still squeezing, still squeezing, still squeezing. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep that butt up. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Put the ball over to the side for now. Take the leg closest to you up. Now, you're going to point and flex the foot. Again, we're still on our warm-up. 4 more. 4. And roll that ankle around. 2 more. You're going to take that leg up and with a bottom kick. Up and loosen up those hips. This is just the warm-up. 4 more. 4. 3. 2 more. Hold it up. Hands just around that calf muscle, not the knee. You can use the hamstring. Aura, why are you here, sweetheart? And you're going to give that leg a little bit of a hug and tug. You're going to take the leg furthest from you, and you're going to let it hover on the floor. Hover on the floor. I'm going to move my headpiece. Hands behind the head. Chest is open and wide. My head is placed inside my thighs. We do this every week. I do an abdominal curl as I bring that leg up to meet the top leg. I initiate the movement with my core, not my neck. I bring my sternum to my pubic bone. Sternum to the pubic bone. like someone is coming up to me and pressing into my abdomen. 3. Just the warm-up. 2. And hold on 1 and stay. I'm going to flex my feet. I'm going to open my thighs. My shoulders are still off the ground, and I'm holding this isometric contraction. Now, this is a good lineage. If you can see, sternum, pubic bone, they're held together like Velcro. Now I'm going to do an abdominal curl and pull in and slight release. Pull in, slight release. 4 more. We've got a lot to do today, but I want to show you this newer exercise for this class. 2 more, and 1. I'm going to bring my pillow back behind my neck, and I'm now going to switch my legs. I'm flexing and pointing. Flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Little by little, starting to warm up. We're going to kick. Now, when I say warm up, that includes focusing, trying to increase mobility, core temperature. 2 more. These are your bottom kicks, which we'll be doing later. Hold it here. Give yourself a hug and tug. Take the leg closest to you. Let it hover on the ground. Now I'm going to move my pillow back, and we're going to match what we just did on the other side. We're going to bring the leg together. We're going to offer an abdominal curl by bringing point A to point B. Point A is your sternum. Point B is your pubic bone. And the inner thighs are working to bring the legs together for 4. Make it effortless. Breathe out. I'm not interested in height. I'm interested in form. Don't initiate with your neck. Simply bring your shoulders towards your hips. 2 more. 1 more, and we're going to hold this position. I'm going to place my hands behind my thighs, and I'm going to curl up. Now listen, this is where the new part starts. So we're not going to spend a huge amount of time with it, but I want to teach you something. So if you don't get it this week, you'll get it next week. I'm also going to offer you a modification. Now listen, take your band. If you have your band and you are able to wrap it around something above your head, awesome. Now I'm going to move around this way. My head is flat for this. Now, if you do not have a band, it's okay. I will teach you what to do and modify. Now, if you do have a band, do you notice that I am far away from my bar? You see how this is a long pull? So I have a resistance. I have a resistance. For those of you who don't have a bar and a band, it's okay. I want everyone to have their legs up. I want everyone to have their arms like this. Now, if you don't have a band, stay here for a minute. If you do have a band, then you're holding the band with a resistance, so it's like you're in suspension. Do you understand? You're right here. Press your spine into the ground. Now this is really great for individuals who don't want to do abdominal curls because of neck issues, or they want something a little bit more challenging. Now, I'm going to put these down. If you have the band, stay like this. If you don't have the band, you are like this. Everyone, no matter band or not, take the leg closest to the camera and bring it down until you feel you can't keep your spine on the ground. For those of you without a band, you're going to take the arm closest to the camera and you're going to bring it up towards the elevated leg. And you're going to take the arm furthest from the camera and bring it down. Now, if you have the strength to bring that front leg closer to the ground, you'll stay here. Stay here. For those of you with a band, you should be just like this. On the count of 1, we're going to change. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Do it again. Keep your spine on the ground, hold. Never let go of resistance. Now double time, 8. Now, if you have a band, do you notice how my arms always have resistance? If you don't have a band, you're here. Keeping your spine on the ground, 8, 7, keep going, 6, 5, 4, 3, screw it, it's all right. I couldn't reach the band. 8 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go of the band if you're using it. Otherwise, bring your thighs in, hands behind, rock and roll. And now you have learned something new. Now remember, any questions, concerns, reach out to me, vocalfit46@gmail.com. I will help you with any modifications, questions you may have. Got it? Now you've learned something new. Now let's get back. Whoops. This must be one of those funny little days. Those funny little days. All right, here we go. We will come back to this later on. You are going to want your ball, again, if you have it. Get your ball or your towel or whatever you may have. All right. I'm going to try one more time to get my head in this. Here we go. Okay. Before we even start, I'll rearrange the camera again. I'm standing facing my anchor. Releve and hold that position. Hold that position. Hold that releve. From here, bring the heels down, up, and again, down, up, and again, down, up, and again, down, up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and hold the releve. Bend the knees and roll through the foot. Heels down, stand up. Releve, roll through those feet and stand up. Do it again. Releve, roll through the feet and stand up. Take your ball. Place that ball inside the knees, starting with quads, hamstring, trunk. Walk your feet as far forward as you can. It's really important that they're forward. Hands in front of you. Squeeze the ball. Now walk your feet a little bit closer together. So you're really, before you do anything, you're already squeezing that ball and using your inner thighs. By practice, find your 90-degree imaginary chair. Hold the position. Isometric contraction. Arms are straight, shoulders over hips, knees in line with the ankles. Ribs are held. Now, push down on your heels, bend your elbows slightly. Slightly. That's it. And that's how far you go up. Now, squeeze the ball on 1. Drop. Press down on the heels, bend the elbows slightly, lift. Do it again. Squeeze. Drop. Press down on the heels, bend the elbows up a little. Here we go, to the rhythm. Drop, squeeze, lift, squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift. Remember to really press down on those heels. Notice I'm keeping my spine straight, like I'm against a wall. Don't tuck that pelvis. Squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift, squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift, squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift. 4, 3, 2 more. 1 and 2. Hold. Squeeze the ball twice. Squeeze, squeeze, and hold. 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 And drop. Squeeze and drop. Squeeze and drop. Feel it now. Squeeze and drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, bend the elbows and come up. Beautiful. Put your ball down for now. Shake out your hands, clap, clap, clap. Well done. Shake out your arms and your legs. Next exercise, nothing new. Concentrating on squat, lunge, squats. The position, starting with the leg closest to you. Feet are together. Zip up your abdominal wall. So you're pulling in and you're compressing at the same time. Squat on 1. Take the leg straight back so that your arms are absolutely straight, almost fingertips on your bar. Look at my front knee in line with my ankle. Drop, 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 drop. 3, 2. Now I'm going to use my hands, pull my weight up into a releve and bring it down. Get the left side, the opposite side done so we can get onto it quickly later. Squat. Shoot the leg back. Now one side's going to be better than the other. It's just the way it is. Down. Down. Now I want you to make sure you're not going forward. Straight down. Just keep on going. Straight down. I want your chest lifted. Like you're split in half here. Lift the chest. 3, 2, use your arms and pull up. Let's go. It's down for 2. Shoot it back. And pulse, pulse, pull up. Do it again. Down for 2. Shoot back. Down, down, down. Pull up. Squat. Lunge. Squat. Good. This is a bilateral squat. Lunge. Unilateral squat. Pull. Lunge. Drop, drop, drop. Pull up. Squat. Lunge. Drop, down, down, down. Pull. Squat. Lunge. Drop, drop, drop. Do it again. Squat. Lunge. Down, down. Really pull up. Squat. Lunge. Down, down, down. 2 more. Squat. Lunge. Chest up. Pull up. Squat. Lunge. It's 8. Stay here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Pull up. Bring it down. Shake it out. Get some water if you need it. Next section. Now the thing with this, when I do the second side, my back will be to you. Your back will be to me. So it's important that you listen to the cue. Now I am coming pretty far away from this bar or your anchor. We're going to do hip abduction. I'm going to take the outside arm and I'm going to hold on to the oblique closest to my anchor. For purposes today, we are extending the internal oblique. We're going to take the outside leg and we're going to lift. I'm going to take this thigh and I'm going to rotate slightly. Now I want to make sure that you don't sit in that standing hip. That's why I don't want you close. If I let go of this bar, I fall. You should still be here. Straight up. Hold the position. Hold the position. Test yourself. Can you balance? Up a little, down a little. Up a little, down a little. Up a little, down a little. Up. Keep going. This leg here, I want you to concentrate on that inner thigh. I want you to pull up like I'm trying to pull up the stockings of my pants. I don't want any soft knees, chicken knees. I'm lifting. I'm steady. 4, 3, 2 more. Now listen. Hold on 1. Go back on 2. Come in a little on 3. And forward just a drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm doing a square. Now what happens, keep going, is that you're starting to feel fatigue on this hip. That's correct. So you're working both hips to stabilize as one hip is allowing movement. And up, back, back, and up, back, in, a little bit forward. Abduct, extend. Adduct, neutral. Abduct, adduct, whatever the words are. Here we go. Abduct, extend, adduct, and neutral. 4 more. 4. Straight up on this leg. 3. 2 more. And really squeeze that butt when it goes back. Squeeze. Good. Now, straight out. 8, 7, 6. Make sure that leg is slightly turned under. 4, 3, 2, and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Bring it down. Round over. Now you'll really feel that in both hips. So now you know when you flip around, the cues that you're going to hear and the exercises that you will do. Next, so far, we've done linear, quad, hamstring, core. We did abduction and full range of hip motion. We'll get to external rotation shortly. Now we're going to go to hip extension and abdominal flexion. If you want to use your ball, do it. If you don't want to use your ball, don't do it. I'm going to start with the football and then I'm going to change. I want you to be pretty far away from the bar. Pretty far away from the bar. I'm going to place this under my thigh. And I'm going to, like, my arms look like this because I'm leaning towards the leg that's up. And then I change them. Arms are here, I change them. Arms are here, I change. Here, change. It's going to help with the placement of your trunk. Now, the leg that's up, that thigh is slightly turned under towards the standing thigh. Core is lifted. Make it pretend I have like a imaginary mirror on the floor. Hold this position. Lean towards the leg that's elevated. Hold position. Leg only. In. All the way up. In. All the way up. Squeeze in, squeeze out. Squeeze in, squeeze out. Stay with that. Squeeze in. Now, that ball is here. Squeeze the ball on the way in. Squeeze the ball on the way up. Squeeze the ball on the way in. Squeeze the ball on the way up. Point your toe. Squeeze on the way up. Squeeze in. Squeeze up. Squeeze in. Squeeze up. Round your spine. Straighten your spine. Round your spine. Straighten your spine. Round your spine. Straighten the spine. Round the spine. Here we go. I'm going on my toe now. Pull in both arms. Out flat. Pull in. Out. Pull in. Out. Pull in. Out. Pull in. Out. Give me a good C shape. 4. 3. 2. 1. hold. 8, 7, 6, squeeze the ball. 3, 2, and bring that leg in. Awesome. Round over. Rolling up. This is the 4th exercise now coming up in the series of what we just did. We did squat lunge, abduct, extend, and now we're going to do the running man. You're going to take the leg furthest from the camera, and you're going to get in a position like you're going to go somewhere, but you're really not. The emphasis is down. Down. So if you have not worked this butt cheek yet, I'm surprised. This will initiate you to do that more. Sit and get low. The movement, in, down, the running man. If you feel comfortable holding onto your anchor, do it. Who cares? And 8, 7, don't worry about the music. Down, 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 or hold on to whatever you want. Sit down, chest up, down, down, down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep going. Keep going. 8 more. 8, keep going. 7, use the bar if you need to, or whatever you've got. 3, 2, and hold. Stand up. Shake that leg out. Shake that leg out. We did a lot. If we were in ballet class, this would be like a rond de jambe. Let that hip relax. We're now going to do the whole thing on the other side. The leg furthest from you. And then my back will be to you, but we've already discussed that. Okay. Feet are together. Squat. Thighs are together, ribs are held. Here, hold this position. Think down, 2, 3, releve. Here we go. Squat for 2, lunge, get low, 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 and pull up, squat, lunge, drop, watch that knee, pull it up, and squat, lunge, down, 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 pull up, squat, lunge. Now I want precision here. Position 1, position 2, down, down, position 3, position 1, position 2, down, 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 pull up, squat. Precision. Get there, get there, get there. Pull, down, for 2, squat. I'm sorry, lunge. Good morning. And pull, squat. Weight on the heels. Weight on both balls of feet and heel. Pull, squat, lunge, down, down, down. Pull, squat, lunge, down, down, down. Pull. Get there. You've got this. And squat, lunge. Now get lower. Watch that knee. 2 more. Squat, lunge, down, down, down. Last time, squat. Stay here. 8, 7, 6, last. 4, 3, 2, pull up. Bring it down, shake it out. I'm turning away from you. I have my hand on the bar. I'm pretty far from the bar. or whatever your anchor is. Shoulders over hips. I'm taking the leg, the outside leg, and I'm lifting it. I'm taking my same arm as leg, and I'm giving my oblique on the other side a hug to keep focus, to keep it contracted. I'm turning my working thighs slightly under. I'm straight up and down. Up a little, down a little with my leg. Very small range of motion. Keep going. What happens now is that you start to get tired. I want you not to sit in that standing hip. So pull yourself far away if you have to. Straight up and down with that working leg. Good. For 4, shoulders over hips. 2 more. We're now going to do the square, everybody. Lift that leg. Up, back, in a little, slightly forward. And my upper body doesn't change position. My upper body, I do not kind of pivot forward and back. Up, back with my leg. I'm talking about my leg. Up. Squeeze that butt on the way back. Out to the side. Squeeze the butt in a little forward. Up, back, squeeze. So it. Abduction. And it's abduct, extend, adduct, squeeze in. And when you go in, don't go in front of the standing knee. Out, in. 2 more times. You're hanging in there. Get out of that standing hip. Last time. Take that working leg. Up and down. And up. Now really make sure you're rotating that leg under. Don't let that toe face the ceiling. 6 more. 5 more. Abduction. 4, 3, 2, hold it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, bring the leg down. Roll back. We're now looking at each other. Next section. Use a ball or don't use a ball. Hip extension. By now your hip should be feeling quite worked. Let's give it something else. If you're going to do this, make sure you're kind of far away from the bar or your anchor. Front knee is relaxed. Now remember those arms. Here, 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 here. Okay? To help with your weight. Balance your weight. Find your position. Hold your ribs up away from the imaginary mirror. Squeeze up and in. I'm getting into practice with my arms. I move my arm, pull it in. When I pull it in, I'm doing a C-shaped position. Keep going, keep going. You're going out, you're pulling in. 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 So I really need to see that spinal work this way. Spinal work, pull, yeah? Out, in, out. Now we take it up a notch. Out for 2, pull in as I go on releve with my standing leg. Now you can stick with what we did before. You have to do what level is best for you. Pull. Really drive in, round your spine. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, and it's 8 and 7. Open up the arm. Hold your ribs up. Squeeze the ball. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the ball down. Running man. Get yourself into position. Leg towards you is back. On the ball of the foot, crouch down. Now think down, in, down, in, down, in, down. To the rhythm. Down, down, down. You can use whatever you have to hold on. Now forget the music. Think down, 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 down. That's all you want to think. Now keep going. You should feel on that thigh, hamstring to the glute, that contraction on the way down. Get low. Use your bar if you need to, or your anchor, whatever it is. Down, down. Forget the rhythm of the music. 8, down, down. Think down, down. Give me last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Round over, get some water. Going into now external rotation, second position. So I'm going to come kind of far enough away from the bar so that when I do come down into my second position, that my arms are straight, okay? A little bit wider than hip width. I'm going to releve on 1. You can't see my feet, I don't think, but I'm on the balls of my feet. I'm coming straight down, shoulders over hips. When I come down, I open up my thighs. Then I'm going to squeeze my thighs together, pull my heels down. Let's do it slow for 2 times. Up, land, squeeze underneath that butt to get up. Releve, open, squeeze that butt. Keep those ribs in, to the rhythm. Up, drop, lift, down. Releve, drop, lift, down. Releve, drop, lift, down. Releve, drop, lift, down. Releve, drop. Good, you guys. Releve, drop. Beautiful. You're going to stay down, hold it here, and it's on the short range of motion. Now I'm really opening up my hips. Opening up the hips. Keep going. So as you're in that wide position, it's like if I had 2 hands opening up those hips. Open. Now try to get lower. 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 Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out the legs. We're going to continue now with the series of passe, attitude, arabesque, battement kick. You will be facing your anchor. Starting with the leg closest to you. We're going to get right into it because time is going quickly. The first movement, if I face you, is here. Passe, releve. If releve is not comfortable, then stay with a flat foot. Who cares? All right, starting in first position. Passe, releve. Attitude. Plie. Arabesque. Legs come together. Battement kick. Now, for me, I'm going to come further away from the bar. You make that decision of where you want to place yourself. Passe releve. Plie attitude. Shoulders are square, elbows are long. Arabesque, straight up and down, battement kick. Let's go. Up for 2. Attitude, arabesque, battement kick. And passe releve. Attitude, arabesque, and battement kick. Let's go. Straight up and down. Lean slightly forward. Lean slightly forward, straight up, straight up. Passe releve. Attitude, arabesque, and upper body is relaxed and lifted. Attitude, extend, and 2 more times. Passe releve. Attitude plie. Arabesque, and battement kick. Last time. Hold here. Rearrange your upper body. From here, small circles. Away from the camera. Away from the camera. Try to keep your shoulders square. Good. Changing the rhythm. Pulse, pulse, and around. Pulse, pulse, and around. Pulse, pulse, and around. Pulse, pulse, and around. 4, 3, 2, hold here. Extend, plie, flex. Plie, flex. To the rhythm. 8, 7, pull away from the bar. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Round over. Rolling up. Good. Going right into the other side, okay? Actually, I lied. You know what? Let's go back to the band. Now, if you have a bar or something you can roll, put this around. Awesome. If you don't, get your weights. I'll show you both ways. All right? If you have a band, I want you far enough away that when you pull back, you have a resistance. We're going to work triceps for a sec, okay? So people with a band, you're going to be here. And you're going to simply extend the elbows. If it's too hard, you come in. You've got to make sure you have resistance with the band. If you're using the weight, pretty much the same. Feet are like hip width apart, sit down to squat, ribs are held, chest is lifted, elbows up. And you should be here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing, okay? But I will do a band for my band people. Okay. You really should pick one of these up, you guys. It's the best. It's just, you can take it anywhere. You can go and do anything with it. There's so many things you can do. All right. From here, I want everyone, band or weights, to simply find your position. Now, when you flex the elbows, the hands don't come too far in front of the legs. All right? Hold. Little release. Hold. Little release. Hold. Same thing you're doing with weights. Same thing. 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1, little release. 3, 2, 1, little release. 3, 2, 1, little release. 3, 2, 1, 2 more times. And go back to 1 count. 1. Keep going. If your weights, you're here, you're doing this. 1. Yeah. 4 more. 3 more. Same thing. Now you're going to hold for 3. Hold. 2, 3, little release. Hold. Keep on going. 3, little release. Hold. 2, 3. Or you look like this. Hold. 2, 2, 3, little release. Hold, 2, 3, little release. Hold, 2, 3, little release. 2 more. Little release. Last section, just 1 count for 8. 8, keep going. 7, you're either band or your weights. If your weights, get those elbows up. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Great. Good job. All right. Bring the arms around. Give a little bit of a love, hug, tug. Love, hug, tug. Haha. Other side. Love, hug, tug. You should feel that stretch right there. Bring the hands in back. We don't spend a lot of time with stretching in this class. I want you to do that on your own unless I get to do a whole flexibility class. I want this whole hour to be on bar and exercises. Okay, second side. Passe, attitude, arabesque, battement kick. Make sure you're kind of far enough away from the bar so that you can pitch forward. Turn your feet out, turn your hips out, the feet will follow. Let's do a practice run. Passe, releve, or not releve. Straight up and down. Pitch slightly forward, find your attitude. Find your arabesque, straight front leg, bring it down, battement kick. To the rhythm, up for 2. Attitude plie, arabesque together, battement kick. Passe, releve, pitch slightly forward, arabesque together, battement kick. Straight up and down, pitch slightly forward. I really want you to get down on that leg during that attitude. Bend that front knee, arabesque together, battement kick. Do it again. Try to have your upper body relaxed. Make it the work in the legs. And the arms are there to help with your weight and balance on your anchor. Passe, releve. Give it a good kick. And again, passe, releve. And battement kick. Talking it through. Pop it up. Attitude plie. Arabesque together. Give me a big kick. And up for 2. Plie 2. Battement kick. 2 more times. Get low. Extend. Kick high. Doing great on time. Battement kick. This time you're going to stay in the attitude here. Get low, get your arms comfortable, and your upper body. Now you're doing a circle with the attitude. Now, keep on going. Your leg always goes towards the midline. Never go out. Go up and in. Towards your midline. Towards your midline. Changing the rhythm. It's up, up and around. Up, up and around. Standing leg is relaxed. Keep going. Ribs are held. Imaginary mirror looking up at you. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Flex that front leg and you're going to offer that arabesque. Then flexion to the rhythm. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Round over. All right. Wow. That's a lot of hip. A lot of hip work today done. Well done. We have about 4 minutes left. Get your band or get your weights. Okay? Now, some people find it a little uncomfortable to put the band under their feet. Personally, I'm used to it. So if you want to slip on shoes right now, go for it. Or sandals, whatever. If you're going to use the band, all right, let me move this just a little bit. Here we go. If you're going to use the band, you've got some choices. You can place the band under both feet with your feet slightly apart. And you know what? You probably can't even see that. So that was like silly for me to move. All right? You can be here. And if you're going to be here, cross the band. All right? The exercise is going to be forward, side, trapezius, and a rotation. Understand? If you're going to use weights, feet are the same. Here. Wide. Wings. Rotate. Got it? If you're with the band is crossed. If you're with the weights, you know what to do. Together, let's go. Forward. Side. Wings. Rotate. Anterior. Medial. Trapezius. Rotation. It's a whole different can of worms when you've got the band. If you purchase a band, which you should, make sure you get a extra light and a medium. They're inexpensive and they're awesome. Rotate. We're going to do this just a few more times. Wings. Rotate. Anterior. The weights are doing the same thing. Same thing. Keep going. Keep going. If you're with weights, you're just here. All right? So maximal endurance. And hold it here, everybody. Now, next section. If you're with weights, you're going to do the same thing as the band. You're going to sit back, and as the arms come forward from the shoulder. So my arm position is not going to change. It's going to lift like this. Understand? The position is here and overhead, one side, and you're back to where you were. So let's all make pretend we have weights. I'm going to turn this way slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. Overhead. To the side. And forward. Overhead. Keep going. Overhead to the side. Band. Overhead. To the side. Woo. And overhead. Big difference, isn't it? Let's go. Overhead. So whatever you're using, weights or whatever you're doing, precision, wide. Last time. I like it. We're going to do this one last time. Weights or band? Weights or band? Overhead, to the side, and down. Put your gear to the side. Bring the arms up. Bring them down. Bring the arms over to the side and around the body. We rarely have time for this. Shake it out. Listen to me. You guys did great. We did a lot of new things today. Try to get a band. Try to think about some place that you'll be able to anchor your band so we can do these exercises together. They're awesome. They're so functionally correct and just very specific and wonderful. vocalfit46@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys next week. Take care, be well, be safe. Thanks for joining me. Bye.